To society, we are incompetent, unqualified, worthless, and imperfect. But here's our story.
My skin is black. My arms are long.
For me, a double minority is a black woman or a black female. So I'm a minority in both senses.
I personally think, being a double minority makes it harder for us women, especially black women. I think we have to be twice as smart, work twice as hard to get the promotions and the jobs that we really want and qualify for.
As black people, we're told that we can't do what white people can do, and as a woman, we're often told that we can't do what men can do.
To me, a double minority is when you're being judged off of things that wouldn't be expected from the black race. For instance, like being a business owner, it's really not expected coming from a black woman.
All throughout life, I never thought of my gender as being a barrier for me. I always thought that possibly my race would be the barrier. And then my race provides me kind of like two barriers. As you can see, I'm pretty light skinned, and so I have a certain privilege, the light skin privilege that a lot of black women don't have.
This attitude from other colleagues that I don't have a right to be in this field, but I also get it from people who are like the janitors or people who are working those conferences as, why are you here? You don't belong here.
Those issues, I had to realize that I was different from other people until I got to a school where out of a class of 250, I was one of three blacks.
One time that I will never forget was walking around downtown with a colleague of mine who's also a black scientist and some other friends, and we ran into a young woman who was not a minority, who was a waitress, who was complaining about her struggles in her life and being a waitress and everything. And she asked us, after we had this nice, long, friendly conversation, what we did for a living, and we told her that we were scientists, and she said, that can't be, you're black. You can't be scientists.
I still get the question marks from people, you're a doctor? Like, it's impossible for me to be black and be a woman and be a doctor. Sometimes I get it from people with a strong sense of pride about it, like, you're a doctor. It's nice to see one of us getting ahead in the game.
I served in the military, and I joined the military late in life. I was 28 when I joined. I was put up against white males who had less education, less life experience than myself, and I had to battle for my place. I had to prove myself over and over again that I was, one, capable of doing the job, two, physically fit to do the job, and definitely the woman for the job.
I feel all the culture is embracing our braids, our lips, our shapes, our bodies. It's flattering in some aspects because we are beautiful as women and black women.
Feelings on other races imitating our culture. I feel like it's a bit disrespectful, for one, because we don't really get the proper acknowledgement for the things that we started first.
Amazing to me in 2017, and especially last year in 2016, seeing women become popular from acting black or having black features or dressing black, dressing more ethnic. It's very disturbing a little bit that our African American women don't get credit for it.
I have as you can see, my hair is out like this. Some people might look at it and say, oh, that's a mess. But if a white woman goes out with crazy hair, oh, she's doing something innovative, something unique, in a new style.
Usually when you think about forms of racism against African Americans, you only think about how it affects black men. However, black women suffer from racism as much as men. As Black women face the challenges of these double jeopardy crises, they are often prejudged based on the stereotypes society has placed amongst them. The misconceptions that has influenced society to have a racist and sexist misfortune upon Black women has disseminated in all aspects of opportunities for Black women. Even with the major contributions of culture that they have shared in the United States and across the globe overall, the lack of accreditation is unrevealed and not acknowledged as often as it should. But today, we take a stand and we fight back.
My Black is music.
My Black is tenacity.
My Black is being a single mother, raising a positive son.
My Black is strength.
My Black is empowering.
My Black is creative.
My Black is my wild hair.
My Black is unapologetic.